I realized that an added benefit to the ice in the trunk is that it's helping eliminate that stink bug stance.
It's a twofer. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Actually, that's a three-way, because it's also keeping the beer cold.
It's 9:09. We want to be there in 51 minutes. And I think we're about 2 hours away, but we've been booking 80 miles an hour right up to the point where we ran out of gas in the Crusher within sight of the gas station. And also, you know, did you realize we lost an hour? We didn't take that into consideration. This is Utah. It's mountain time.
Oh, man.
Drive faster.
Beer in a bag, polygamy, lost an hour? I don't want to be here.
After more than 20 hours of driving, we finally made it to Rocky Mountain Raceway at midnight. We were blown away when we got there about how many cars were there. They usually have to cut them off at 200 cars, and there was a ton of people in the grandstands. Stuff like this just does not happen in California anymore. It's like 1 o'clock right now. They close at 2, and the people here are super cool, but there's a limit to what they're gonna let us do.
We're trying to do some road trip maintenance, new spark plugs. Sooty. She's not exactly tuned for highway driving.
We wish we had arrived at like 9 o'clock so that we could truly be ready for this. But as usual, we're jamming at the last second to get in as many runs as we can.
We got 30 minutes left to get this done. I gotta rejet Dave's carburetor. I have a bad feeling he's not gonna get to make a nitrous pass.
Are you standing here waiting for us? Oh, I know. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
The people at Rocky Mountain Raceway were super cool, and they held the lanes open longer than they really should have as we were thrashing on these cars to get passes in. But finally they were both ready, and Finnegan hopped in the Crusher and took off out to the starting line. And that's when the Super Bee wouldn't fire up. I opened the hood and found out that the secondary float ball on the carburetor was just a geyser of gasoline.
He was right behind me. I don't know what he's doing.
Something must be wrong with the car.
These are jet extensions right here for when the fuel's sloshing towards the back of the bowl. You can see the witness mark where they were crushed and holding the float down. That wasn't good.
All right, well, Dave has pretty much burned up all of our time. So now I think we're down to 1 pass.
Just run him. I'm 50-50. This is probably not going to happen at all.
Drag that Freiburger and I didn't get to race. And honestly, totally my fault. As I was slamming the carburetor back together, the float in the float bowl actually got stuck on the jet extensions and sunk it. You gotta have a love-hate relationship with automobiles, especially old ones. As much fun as we had driving all the way here, you get right to that last minute, right to the mountaintop, and get gut punched. That's what Dave got.
It was a big letdown to just be sitting there in the pits. The Crusher went out there and ran an 11:19 at like 120 something miles an hour. Also kind of a disappointment. That car is proven to run 1060s at Fontana, but the problem is there was 6,000 feet of density altitude at the drag strip that night, reducing the boost from the blower, which just kills horsepower.